right, y'all. I want to have a little chat while I cook me up something. You know, I'm using what's left in my fridge, and I had some ribs here that I was throwing out. And I'm like, while I'm doing this, I might as well have a little chitter chat, right? I know y'all can't really see me right now, but that's all right. Y'all can hear me while I have this chat and wash off these ribs. How are y'all day going today? Now, yes, I'm about to fix some ribs up. And I am not a chef. I cook and eat. So we're going to cook and eat, okay? That's what we're going to do. We're going to cook and eat. You know, I fix things to my liking. I don't measure because that's not how I was taught from my grandmother, who is a native of Washington, Georgia. So she ain't do no measurements unless she was actually following the recipe. That's something different. But for the most part, we ain't measure nothing. We just put this seasoning. Her thing was gone, add some more. Add a little bit more. That was her thing. So I'm just rinsing my ribs off. It is July 3rd, and it's July 3rd. I've gotten some phone calls already about, well, what you going to do for the 4th, and how are you celebrating? And I will be celebrating, not unfortunately, because I'm blessed to have a home. So I will be celebrating here at home, by myself. And I am okay with that. It was at one point I was not, but I'm okay with that because I'm safe. I'm in my own home. I am staying within a blessing that the Lord has given me, and I am going to, just like the day, rejoice and be glad that I'm here. So, with that being said, I will be enjoying myself here at home. What plans do you have for that good old day? Oh, before I cut these, I do need to get that membrane off. So, like I said, I'm just making a couple of ribs. I'm not making much, you know. I'm going to be seasoning with some parsley. I got some Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning. I got some Cajun, roasted garlic and herb. I'm going to use a little bang bang because why not? And caramelized onion butter and some honey. Okay? I put barbecue sauce on it later. I'm going to start working on this membrane. But I want to say that for any of you who might be spending the holiday alone, you know, yeah, it's difficult at times. Oh, I think I took the membrane off of here before. Did I? Before I did the slice and dice and freeze? I think I did. Hey, that's called being productive. Being productive, I did. Hey, get it, girl. Get it, girl. Get it. Oh, I'm sorry. Back to what I was saying. For anybody who might be spending the holidays alone, use it as a time to, if you believe in God, which I pray that you do, because He is real. Don't talk about how I am cutting this. I'm not a chef, okay? I cook and I eat, all right? This is what I do. Cook and eat, all right? But, see, even my phone agreed. Ding. But it is okay sometimes to have time by yourself because you got to think about it. With some of the things that you may be invited to, do you always have a good time? Do you end up having to deal with some things that you like, man, I could have stayed at home. Well, guess what? Now you can. What in the world? I am having ish. I think my little knife that used to be extra sharp, you know, cut your bone, you know what I'm saying? Sharp, sends you to the ER sharp. It's not sharp as it used to be anymore. As you see, I'm struggling. And I used to be able to slice through bones with this thing. So, that lets me know it needs to be sharpened. But don't look at it as a bad thing. Like, I've always wondered when people say, oh, I'm in the house and I'm bored. Do you not have things in your home that you enjoy? Did you not fill your home with things that make you happy? Or did you just get the necessities because you plan to never be there? You know, that's a thing you got to think about. Like, what are some of the things you enjoy doing, and how can you have that in your home? Because not all the time, as we learned when this COVID situation started, that not all the time, you know, we never know when it comes a time when you're not going to be able to go out. You know what I mean? You're going to have to be in that house. Or if something within your life, you know, something personal happens that cause you to have to be in the house. I am putting too much strength into cutting this. And this is not right. It's not right at all. So this knife needs to be sharpened as well as clean. We're going to wash the hands again. And soak this knife in some good old hot water. I'm a person who washes my hands so much. Like, I wash my hands all the time. I don't know what it is. Like, I can touch something that I already know is clean because I cleaned it and still feel like, oh, need to wash my hands. You know? So, either way. Pepper. Can't forget the pepper. I normally put more things in here, but right now I'm dealing with a struggle season, which is why I'm gonna be home tomorrow instead of at somebody's cookout. One, I have moved and I live pretty far away. Like I said, I'm not measuring. Don't judge what you see. No judgment zone, okay? All right. So this is me. This is for me. You can tell it to you. You know, we just cooking and eating, okay? But you know, it's one of those seasons where excuse me, good gracious. One of those seasons where I'm sorry, y'all, this bang bang sauce, you gotta bang it to shake it to get it all loosened back up. I'm in one of those seasons where things are just a little tight. Let me grab some water because for some reason. There we go. Hold up. One more. Is it coming? Let me see. Hold up. Okay, thought I had to sneeze again. But I grabbed some water. I'm sorry I'm all over the place, y'all. A little more bang bang because who's eating it? Me. You know what I'm saying? No judgment. Don't be you judging? Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure. But I am cooking what I have in my fridge. I had some ribs that were frozen, thawed them out. I mean, like I've seen some people do what they call pantry cooking, you know, cooking up the stuff that's in their pantry. Well, I'm cooking up what I got left for the right now until I can do better, okay? And which won't be long, but for today, this is what we doing. This is how we living, and guess what? We ain't gonna be hungry. It may not be exactly what I want on today, but it's gonna be good because I cooked it, and I won't be hungry. So, win-win situation, if you ask me. Sometimes you just gotta work with what you got. People say, you know, you take the lemons and make lemonade. That's cool. But I want my lemonade spiked a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because I want it. You know what I mean? And because I'm now learning that in life, you got to live life the way that you want to. You know, you have to do in life what you want to do. You can't be concerned about other people and their thoughts. And that was my thing for a long time, being concerned. I want to mix this up with my hands. I'm going to wash them again. This is what I do, y'all. No judgment zone, right? Okay. I keep the hands clean, especially when cooking. So, boom. I'm going to need the water running because I'm going to need to put the hands back up under there after I get to fiddling around here in this pan. So, don't look for approval from nobody. Do life the way that you do life, because at the end of the day, you got to be happy. You know, you have to be the one who lives this life. You have to be the one who lives with you. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be the one who, like I said, for the believers, if you believe in God and Jesus and the Holy Spirit like I do, you are the one who's going to be called into account for for the life that you chose to either live and be happy with or complain about the entire time. It's up to you. You know what I mean? I used to be a complainer and everything. And even when people were like, oh, you're not complaining, you're just talking about your situation. Yeah, but if I ain't talking with the intention or purpose to solve the problem, to get a solution to the problem, pray about the problem, then I am just complaining. I am just misery seeking company. That's what that is, you know. And I don't want to do that no more. I don't want to be that way no more, because that takes away from the joy. That takes away from things that could be, other things I could be doing, other things that could be happening in my life. You know, that's what that does. That stops me from, if somebody called with something good and I'm already in this mood, then guess what? I ain't gonna want to hear that call. I ain't gonna want to talk about nothing good. Because why? That's how some people are. You ever had somebody, they going through something, and they only want to talk to you when they going through something? When life is good, they ain't got nothing to say. You don't hear nothing from them until they get upset. I'm just adding a little bit of water in here because I like to cook my meat low and slow. So this is going in the oven on 280, maybe 300. And I'm going to let it do its thing, okay? Till it's just about done, just about to fall off that bone. Then I'm going to add on my barbecue, do my barbecue situation. And yes, that's what I'm going to do. So, I guess I can bring y'all over this way with me while we do this. I'm going to do 290 because I'm not hungry for it yet. And like I said, low and slow. Boom. So that's how we doing it. There it is. So now, let's find ourselves another seat so we can finish this conversation. Okay. Don't mind the hair. Don't mind the torn shirt. Don't mind any of that, okay? I turned the camera so I can see me, make sure I'm in view. And y'all are up a little high. Let's drop down just a little bit. Let's drop down and get our level on. How about that? Boom. All right. That's a little better. All right. So, don't mind the corner, okay? Working on it. Yes. So, if you by chance will be spending the holidays by yourself, either by choice or just because that just happens to be the circumstance at the moment, it is okay. Line up all the movies that your friends say were corny, that people like, I don't want to watch it. Everything you want to watch and watch it. spend time playing some music or whatever. Have a whole party by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, look, my grandfather used to say the best company is your own company. You know what I mean? Because at least you know you. So, and you know what to expect from you. You know, so be happy. Be glad that you even get to see the day. You know, be happy that you and rejoice that you made morning roll call. And you make the day a day that you can enjoy. Get some things done that you wanted to get done. Although that doesn't sound happy, but after those things are done and accomplished, you will be happy later on because it's something that you don't have to do. You have the time right now to do it. Busy yourself, because if you stay idle, that's when the devil gonna get busy. Them thoughts gonna come. That's when negativity shows up. That's when comparison shows up. That's when disappointment, and now you bashing people in your head, or you walking around your house like such and such, or you checking your phone to see who did not invite you to whatever, or who did not come to your aid. You don't need all of that. That's anxiety, that's stress, and that's worry. Okay? You don't need all of that. You don't need all of that. I have broken up with stress. I signed the divorce papers on anxiety. Somebody was calling in. I signed the divorce papers on anxiety. Worry is packing its bags and getting up out my house. It's been still trying to hang around. All of them still been trying to hang around in the front yard. No. I've had enough of it. I know what it does mentally. I know what it does physically. And I know what they do spiritually. What in the world is going on here? I know what it does. You know what I mean? And it tells you what mentally takes you on a spiral, especially if you have unfinished business or things that you've thoughts that you've had, or things you're going through that you haven't quite resolved, you haven't quite come to terms with. For me, it's some levels of grief at losing my loved ones that I have not come to terms with, and it hits me hard at times and frustrates me that it hits me. Like grief, oh my gosh, I did a video on grief, and that was months ago, and now the whole, I don't even think that's even where I'm at. I'm not even on the level I was at then. But when grief hits you, nobody tells you when grief comes, and man, that thing grip you, and it can hold tight. Like it grip like a newborn baby, holding tight. You think you're going to break their little fingers it holds on tight. But the thoughts can send you somewhere mentally, and now you don't want to do anything. Now you don't want to smile. You don't want to receive anything good that comes towards you because you feeling bad about everything. You feel like, oh, well, this is a situation that just bad, and you're spiraling, and you just in this mindset of negativity and going downward. And no, we don't need to do that. We don't need to do that. Physically, your body starts feeling a little achy. Muscles start feeling tight. You find yourself that you don't even notice it, but you like this, and you don't know until you try to relax your shoulders. Wow, I didn't know. Okay, feeling it. You don't know till you relax your shoulders that you've been tensed up the entire time. You don't know that that's the reason why. You done? Thank you. Sorry. Oven letting me know that it's where I want it to be. Thank you. Thank you, Oven. I appreciate it. But you start noticing that you either are emotionally eating, you're overeating something, or you're not eating at all. You eat something, your stomach is upset, you feel nauseated, you got a headache, you find yourself doing stuff, and you find yourself being tired, wanting to go to sleep, feeling extra lazy and exhausted, fatigue. These are things that come about with stress, worry, and anxiety. And on a spiritual level, let me talk to my believers for a second. This spiritual level, You start doubting if you heard God. You start wondering, did you pray right? Did you do something wrong? Were you not forgiven? Was there a sin that you committed that you asked for forgiveness and you weren't forgiven? Or did you not mention it? Did I do something, Lord, that I did not bring to you and ask for forgiveness? And you going through things, you searching for prophetic words, and you calling people to pray for you who rarely pray for themselves. You calling, you trying to figure it out, like what is going on, and you start thinking, okay, well, Lord, maybe I don't deserve it. When Jesus died for you to have an abundant life, meaning you deserve everything. He died to give you his portion, and he deserves everything. But when stress, worry, and anxiety is out in the playing field, certain things you forget. Common sense ain't common no more. It ain't even there. Some things you just be like, it makes no sense in the world. I had told a friend the other day, I was like, I'm going through something. My phone had been off for a little while. I am kicking, y'all. Forgive me. My phone was off for a little while, and I was like, I felt really upset, and because everything is due right now. All my bills are due right now. I got $4 to my name right now because God can change things in an instant. Like I was telling my friend, here it is. It's 12:33 p.m. and I'm upset, feeling like I just want to lay out on the floor and have a whole tantrum and everything. And it has been my history with God has been, I'm feeling like this at 12:33, but at 1:10, things done turned around. He done the thing, and I'm sitting here like, why was I was all on the floor kicking and screaming. Now I feel all foolish. Now I'm laughing at the situation, laughing at what I took myself through, allowed myself to go through, because all of that stress, worry, and anxiety messed with my faith. Yes, it did. So don't be stressed out about it. Don't be worried about it. Don't have anxiety. Just enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Do things that bring joy. Watch a comedy. Like I said, listen to some music. If you think you want to be a singer, or even what I'm doing, I said I was going to be consistent on videos, and I want to talk to somebody. I ain't got nobody to talk to, but guess what? I can turn the camera on, and the things that I want to say, the things that not only I want to say, but I feel that have been put in my spirit to say, I can say them. And because I'm here at home, I got the time to edit if I want to edit, post if I'm going to post, learn other things, take in other things. If I don't want to do this, I got the time to sit back. I could watch a movie. I could play a game. You know what I mean? I can even reach out to people that I haven't talked to in a while, not because there's bad blood between us, but because life has done its thing and we just have been in separate areas at this time of our lives. There are things you could do. Right now I'm washing clothes. I done washed all my bed linen. I'm about to finish unpacking some totes. I don't have all the furniture things that I need to put stuff away, but going through stuff, I'm shopping through my own storage and enjoying myself, shopping through my stuff that I have and finding out things about me that, I like this back then, but that now does not fit the Latrice of today, So this is the opportunity for me to go through those things. Do I want people to be with me? Do I want to, celebrate with folks? Do I want to be around people? Yes. But it'll be a time and a place for it. It doesn't have to be 4th of July. It could be the 6th of July. Hey, I hope it's the 9th of July, my birthday, But if not, then guess what? It's still going to be an awesome day because I'm surrounding myself with things that bring me joy, which is like doing this, which is going around and cleaning my home, organizing, tidying up, being a good steward of the blessing God has given me. I had time to listen to God, to be with him, to pray with him, to talk to him, because even though he can't judge me, I can come to him and pour my heart and my soul out, and he gonna listen. And you know what he ain't gonna do? He ain't gonna mistreat me. He ain't gonna talk bad about me. He gonna heal me, fix me, put me on the right path, help me to get things straight and get back on track. That's what he gonna do. He gonna hug me in a way that I'ma feel a hug, even though he ain't physically here. Spiritually, I'ma feel it. There's gonna be a comfort that's gonna come over me that you're not all the time gonna get from a phone call with a person. You're not all sometimes people are they're people. They just sometimes don't know what to say. Sometimes are not tuned into your pain. Sometimes they cannot relate, and it is all okay. But there's one who can relate. There's one who has felt everything we will ever go through and succeeded and won for us. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, enjoy. Just joy. Like I think I said that in another video that is coming to me, but just joy. Just have a good time. Like, I have a good time when my grandfather had gotten ill. To busy myself, I went back to one of my first loves, and one of my first loves was being in the kitchen with my grandma. I don't have her with me anymore, but I remember the busying of hands and wanting to watch her and helping and everything. So that's what I started doing, coming up with my own recipes, coming up with to the point, man, I'm telling you, I can make an Alfredo sauce that a couple of people have asked me I should jar it. My gravy, which I learned from, I'm telling you that. Shout out to Washington, Georgia, because y'all taught Addie Mae some things. That woman could cook. She could cook. And so just using those skills and coming up with stuff, and it added a little extra, but it was relaxing. It helped with my anxiety. It gave me something to do. It was a joy, and it tastes oh so delightful. And I was able to bless other people, touch their taste buds and stuff, and that brought me joy, which is why I went ahead and recorded, wasn't no teaching thing or whatever, but just to show you how I keep myself busy, what I do. I like to watch. It's not the best thing in the world to watch. Please disregard the fingers. Like I said, it's a tight moment up over here. So I broke a couple of nails. So I said, you know what? I'm going to sit down and I'm going to take this acrylic off and I'm going to cut my nails down real low because they had grew long. That's why they were starting to break and it was time for a filler. And so I just removed them. So now I'm all beat up about the fingers, but don't you worry about that. But I've forgotten what I was just talking about, but I will say I am having a good time being here at home. Now I know. So I like to watch the crime joints. I think I should have been a detective. Like, I like the whodunits and trying to problem solve and figure things out. I love it all. So I'll be watching the cases. I like cases that already have an ending because I want to see if I'm right. I want to see if I caught it. I want to see if I picked up on the key things that solved it. So with other cases, I pray for those who are still missing and they don't, or those who things that have happened and the suspect has not been captured. And even if they have, I still pray for the family and everything. Anyway, I found myself doing that quite often, praying about a thing before being judgmental about a thing. Even I'll say at least 76% of the time. I'm human. No judgment, right? Love me, don't judge me. I'm in the midst of a change. So I just say we evolve, we change. We're not the same as what we used to be. And doing things that we enjoy is okay. If you used to go out and be the life of the party and you find yourself not having a party at all, be your own party. Okay, there are so many ways that you can be in contact with people. Don't even have to be people in your area. Technology is wonderful at times when it works right, but you can talk to people all over the world. I'm talking to you, not knowing where you are, not knowing if you even care that I'm saying a thing or not, but I'm doing this, don't know who may see it, who may not, but right now it's an outlet for me. Right now it's fun. I get to talk because I'm a person who a lot of times am listening to people. People call me for me to listen, and sometimes for me to give some type of advice or whatever, but my advice is going to come with some scripture, majority, if not all the time, a good 97% of the time, it's going to come with some scripture, because for me, with the last few years and things that have taken place for me, God has been my answer. Jesus has been my way. The Holy Spirit has been my God, my guide, and my God, because he's from God, but has been my guide. So that's how I've made it, with my answer, the way, and my guide. And because friends, no matter how close they are to you, and no matter if they are true friends or even false friends, they still have a human limitation. You know what I mean? And I think we forget that sometimes. I know I do. I forget that sometimes. Sometimes I think that people should go as far and beyond as I do, but why should they? When I made the choice to overextend myself, and other people have made the choice to set a boundary, and I make the choice to tear my boundaries down and just do whatever, I can't expect the same of another person. Yeah, I wish I had some me's in my circle, but then again, if I did have some me's in my circle, would they then feel how I feel after a person comes and uses me in a way and then disappears? I don't want to put that on anybody. The way I felt at certain times with people when I've asked for the bare minimum, like a ride to work, and I couldn't get that, when I'm asking you for a bare minimum, when in the position and had a vehicle, have taken a couple of these people to work, picked them up on numerous occasions, even without gas money. You know what I mean? Just doing it out of the kindness of my heart, and to have these same people be like, well, I'm gonna call you back and I'll let you. I'm gonna call you back after I finish doing this, and we talk a month later. That right there could put you in a headspace that when that person called, you got the eyes rolling. You got the I ain't answering that. All of that emotion just from a person because of a situation at that time that either they didn't want to be honest and say, no, I can't do it, or an expectation that you had set that was too high for this person to meet. I used to always say to people, and excuse me, it's the same. It's still the same concept. Know your audience. You got to know the person that you're dealing with. And if you don't know them, then don't set an expectation, but be open and observant of who this person is, how this person is, and then you'll know if this is a person that you can have, if you can even have an expectation, if you can even deal with the person, or on what level you could deal with the person, So, yeah, right now I'm in here in the house by myself. I'm overwhelmed with as much stuff that needs to be done. But as I go through it, as I push through it, it's getting done. It's getting done. I've washed clothes this morning and everything. Look, even my phone is like, it is agreeing this morning. Message. It is agreeing this morning. So I just want to say, enjoy your day. However it goes, enjoy it. It will be all right. It will be okay. If you need someone to say, hey, you know, or whatever, or to comment back and forth, put a comment down below. Say hey. I'm going to say hey back. And we could chat it up like that. Or however you feel. You know what I mean? Turn on something. Like I'm about to watch one of my little crime things and solve another case. You know what I'm saying? Like I got paid for it. You know, that's what I'm about to do. Go and get them skills going while I work on some other things around the house and wait on these good old ribs, which I don't know what I'm going to have with it because, like I said, it's a struggle season over here, but we're going to be creative. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be creative. We're going to be full. We will not be hungry. All right? Because we do what? We cook and we eat over here. Cook and eat. All right? So I'm cooking. Later, we gonna eat. So I'm gonna hop back on here. I will show you a after of what it looks like. You know what I'm saying? And go from there. So thank you for sitting here for the time that you did and enjoy. And I hopefully you enjoyed the conversation and it was edifying to your soul and encouraging to you. And we shall chat again. Like, share, subscribe, get in the comments and say hello. All right, talk to you soon. Okay, so I said I was going to show y'all what it looks like afterwards. So I'm about to do that. All right, so let's switch this camera around. Got the mixed veggies going, which I'm going to take off the heat. Bam. And in here, hunties. Woo. I'm sorry, y'all. You know, fat girl singing with it. And talking about let me prove it. Let me prove the tenderness. Look at this. Look at that. Look at this. Ah. Oh, I'm sorry. I ain't even got the camera where y'all can see it. Look, I'm still trying. First, let me use the hand that I know I can use. How about that? And then we break it up. Look at this. Look at how it just comes right off the... Y'all, I'm sorry for the banging. Look, I cook and eat. I don't do no... I cook and eat. I done cooked. So now, it's time to do it. All right? Ain't nothing to it but to eat it. So, thank you for hanging out for a bit. I hope my little words earlier and everything that we chatted about was encouraging. Please excuse my television. It might be a little loud because I'm actually just now starting to watch one of my where's the camera? Look over here. I'm just now getting ready to watch one of my crime shows while I eat a little bit. So y'all have a great evening. I'm sorry, I'm putting this phone back on the tripod. It's not my main phone. I need to start using my regular camera, but this works for right now. And I want y'all to have a blessed evening, a blessed day. Enjoy your 4th of July, your Independence Day. And if you're gonna be like me, in the house, independent, enjoy it, okay? For it's a day that the Lord has made, and we are to what? Rejoice and be glad in it. Holla.